Okay, here's another cool topic I saw on Plasticity's official Instagram account, and that's about offset faces versus offset edges. And for illustrating these techniques, I would like to recreate these objects. And along the way, we will also use some cool techniques and tools. So let's create a new document, delete the cube. Let's create the cylinder. And while dragging, just tap once and type in 2 so we get the diameter of 2 meters and press enter. And we aren't done yet. Now we have to determine the height, and the height should also be 2 meters. So just type in 2 here at the height and press OK. If we now look from the front view, we have a cubic cylinder. That's what I wanted, 2 meters in the height and the same value for the diameter. And the reason for that is we will divide this into half, and for that I will create a line with Shift A, go to solid mode, select our cylinder, press C for cut, use this line as a cutter, press OK, and now we have divided our cylinder. We don't need this cutter any longer, we can delete it. And now I would like to rotate this part, and for that I press R for rotate, but I want to rotate along its center, therefore I press V and I snap the gizmo, this rotating gizmo, to center. Now I can drag either on this blue circle, which stands for Z, or I can just type in Z90. And that's the shape I want to have. But there is one thing I would like to show before rotating this. If we have this situation and the X-ray mode is toggled off, and if you select the back part again and press R for rotate and V, we will not be able to snap the gizmo, this rotating gizmo, to the center because we don't have access to the snapping points which are inside the object. That's why it's important to toggle on X-ray mode, which is toggled on by default, by the way, and snap the rotating gizmo that way. That's just a side note. Like I said, blue stands for Z. That's why I can punch in Z90 right away and press OK. Select both solids, press Q twice for running the union boolean and press OK. Go to edge mode, select one of these edges. You can also select the whole edge loop, but one edge is completely fine for filleting this whole edge loop. So if I press BD for going into the fillet right away, I can give this guy a big fat fillet, so something like this, let's say, and press OK. Let's toggle off the X-ray mode. So that's what we have so far. In the video of Plasticity, they have a similar object like this. I will duplicate this one, pressing Shift D, dragging it to the side so I can illustrate the two different cases in which we can use this offset. If I go to face mode and select these three faces which I want to offset and press O, I can offset these faces individually in face mode. That's one use case. So if we select these faces, for instance, still in face mode without clicking anything else, the push face will be activated and we can drag this guy in. Make something like this. But if we want to offset these three faces as one face, we have to switch the face selection into an edge selection before running the offset command. Press Ctrl 2, boom. Now we have converted the selection into an edge selection and run the offset that way. So now I press O and look what happens. We can offset this whole face loop or the edges of the face loop. And if you go into the positive while offsetting, the offset goes to the inside of the original shape. And if you go into the negative, let's say negative 0.1, it goes to the outside. So that's a little bit counterintuitive. We want to go to the inside. That's why we have to give it a positive distance. Make it 0.15. Yeah, 0.15 is okay. It has the similar thickness like the offset here. And I press OK. Now I can again push these faces in like we have done here at our first example. Something like this. So that was the main thing I wanted to show, but let's goof around. I select this face loop, press Ctrl 2 and BD for giving this a fillet. And if you press Shift while filleting, you can fine tune your fillet. Otherwise, chances are that the filleting is going crazy and you cannot fillet comfortably. So that looks okay. And while goofing around, we can also do something here at the back. I select these three faces, press Ctrl 2 and offset this one as well. Okay, and I select again this face loop, drag on this dot of the push face command, and I can make something like this. I would like to delete this thing. Unfortunately, I cannot make these faces disappear. So if I want to get rid of this situation, I have to resurface this thing. So I press Escape, it's not a big deal. Select again these three faces, Shift X, go to edge mode, select the edge at the middle top, and at the middle at the bottom, and press L for loft. That looks funky, but that's not what we want. We want to have a G0 continuity, so no tangency whatsoever. So now we have lofted, and the loft creates a new surface. That's why a new sheet. That's why we have to select both sheets, press J for join. Now we have one sheet. These hollow parts we will patch with Shift J, patch hole, G0 continuity, leave it as it is. And you don't have to join afterwards since patching joins automatically. And here as well, Shift J, G0, okay. Now I can again give this inner edge fillet, and if I want the fillet, this fillet to have the same thickness like the fillets here at the outer edges, we just need to click on one of these fillets while our actual fillet command is still active. Let me give it a bigger fillet so you can see the difference. What happens if I click on this one? Boom, we get the same filleting thickness as the other ones as soon as I click on one of them. And I press OK. I want to round these edges. We don't have to select all of them one by one. We can just Control click and look. The other edges here on this side are selected as well. So if I go to this edge in edge mode and press Control Alt, sorry, not Control click, Control Alt, click on this, on one of this edge, all the relevant edges are selected with this one. And if I want to keep on selecting, I just have to click Shift Control Alt. We can keep on selecting edges without losing the previous selection. And here on this side, I want to select these two edges as well. So Shift Control Alt, select these two edges, BD for filleting. So we can give all these corners the same fillet and press OK. And if we go to face mode, Alt select this face for selecting the whole face loop. Shift Alt select this one for continuing to select. And here as well, Shift Alt, boom. Now we have these three face loops. And if you press Ctrl 2, we can convert it to an edge selection and again BD. When I'm explaining these things, it looks like it takes long, but actually you can create these things pretty fast. So that's what we have. We could go on and on, but I will leave it here. So have fun offsetting and filleting. Peace!